Here's what most webcams look like. And here's what you get with the EMEET PIKO Plus. Now, webcams haven't changed much in the past decade. Many offer similar specs, and they don't have much that sets them apart from each other. But the EMEET PIKO Plus tries something different with two 4K lenses built into one webcam. I've been testing it out for calls, recordings, and general testing, and in this video I'll show you what it does well, what still needs improvement, and whether it's worth considering if you're doing serious remote work or content creation. This video is sponsored by EMEET. The EMEET PIKO Plus is a $90 plug-and-play webcam with two built-in lenses, one wide and one close-up, and both are capable of shooting in 4K video. There's built-in AI focus tracking, auto light correction, and a dual mic array with noise suppression. It's very clearly aimed at remote professionals, educators, and content creators, and anyone who's tired of using their blurry laptop webcams. First, here's a side-by-side of my MacBook Pro's stock web camera versus the PIKO Plus. The difference in sharpness, color balance, and exposure is pretty immediate. I also like that the EMEET Studio is pretty easy to navigate and also gives you control over a lot of the camera's settings. Whereas in other webcam applications like FaceTime and Zoom, there's not much you can tweak in terms of settings. But what's even more impressive on the PIKO Plus are the dual lenses in the camera. So within the EMEET Studio app, you can adjust the field of view from near to far, which is essentially zooming in and out. Now typically I would never zoom in with a webcam, first because most webcams don't even let you do that, but also because I'd worry about the image quality degrading. But I think the PIKO Plus's zoomed-in image quality actually looks surprisingly good. Zoom can be really helpful when demonstrating a product or anytime you want to show a close-up of something. One restriction though is that you can only enable zoom when shooting in 1080p 30 frames per second and below. It's not available when shooting in 4K or a 1080-60. Another unique feature of the PIKO Plus is the ability to tweak the focus and the metering. If you don't know what metering is, it's essentially the camera's ability to evaluate and adjust the brightness levels. This is usually done automatically in camera, and very few webcams give you any control over the exact metering settings. But in the PIKO Plus, you can manually choose a focus and metering area, or you can do a center point or choose face detect. And basically, this makes sure that your focus is spot on, and also that the overall brightness of the shot is even. This is a sample of the Apple FaceTime camera backlit. And this is the EMEET PIKO Plus camera backlit. The focus is also great because it allows you to show off the details of something, like a product, without having to use the zoom feature. When you enable that close focus, the background also gets blurred out, so it overall looks a lot more professional than using a webcam that has no close focusing distance. You can even do manual focusing. Now, I'm not sure why you'd want to do it, but if you want to do it, the ability is there. Physically, the PIKO Plus is compact and lightweight. The dual lenses give it a bit of a face, and you can even add an actual face via the included privacy screen, which attaches magnetically. There are no buttons on the camera, there's just a USB-C port on the back to connect the camera to your computer. And there's also a 1/4-20 hole to attach the camera to the included mount. This mount is surprisingly solid, it's made out of all metal. Now setup is plug and play on both Windows and Mac OS. You simply connect the camera to your computer via USB-C, download the EMEET Studio software, and you're good to go. Using the EMEET software unlocks advanced features like lens switching, exposure and white balance control, low light mode, and other framing options. But like all products, there are pros and cons. Here are 4 features that I liked about this camera. Number 1, image quality is pretty good, especially for a webcam, and it certainly beats the webcam that's on my laptop. This is an audio test with the EMEET PIKO Plus. We're using the built-in microphone, and we've got no noise cancellation, so this is just normal audio coming from the built-in mics. Now we're going to test out noise cancellation and try to hear a difference. So now I've turned on noise cancellation on the EMEET PIKO Plus camera. So yeah, we got a bit of a breeze coming through. There's kind of a lot of ambient noise that maybe you heard in the original clip that was filmed without noise cancellation. So hopefully you're able to hear that difference, because I was definitely able to hear it in my earlier tests. In contrast, here's what it sounds like recording with the webcam that's built into my MacBook Pro and using that built-in mic on the computer. Generally speaking, this is fine as a last resort, but if you ever can improve this audio quality, it's definitely preferred. Like, it's not hard to make some audio quality improvements by using an external microphone. The dual lenses also give you flexibility when it comes to framing your subject and showing a more detailed look at something that you want to draw attention to. And finally, the camera's plug-and-play simplicity makes it useful for a wide range of situations, like casual video calls, online business meetings and presentations, and live streams. But here are 3 possible drawbacks. Number 1, low light performance with this camera is fine, but it's not amazing. You'll get the best results if you shoot in an area with decent lighting. But honestly, that's the truth with most webcams, so it's not unique to this one. Another downside is that you can only zoom when shooting in 1080p 30. You can't do it when shooting in higher resolutions like in 4K. Finally, the $90 price tag might be a bit too much for some people, since you can get cheaper webcams for a fraction of the price. However, these cheaper options tend to lack things like 4K image quality, AI tracking, and they most certainly will not have the dual lenses in the camera. So if you're looking for a webcam upgrade that does more than just sharpen your face on a Zoom call, this is worth a look. The dual lens setup opens up a lot of flexibility, and the video quality is solid, especially for streamers, educators, or content creators who want a 2-angle setup without buying more gear. It's not perfect, but for the price, it's doing more than most webcams even attempt to do. So if you want to check out the Pico Plus, I've linked it below, along with any discounts or promo codes that they're currently offering. Let me know if you think that dual lens webcams are the future, or if you'd rather stick with another more traditional webcam setup. If this was helpful, please consider subscribing, and I will see you in the next video.